Hey everybody, welcome to Caffeinated Knitting. My name is Daniela. I am Caffeinated Gert on the interwebs.
I'm Allie. I'm Crafty Allie on the internet.
We have a special guest today.
It's my mom.
Hi, I'm Vicky. I'm Allie's mom, and I'm Knitty Vicky on Ravelry.
How you guys doing? Did you have a good couple of weeks?
We've had a good couple of days.
Yes, we have.
have.
We have had fun at Stitches. I know. I ended up going to Stitches because I couldn't let Dawn go by herself.
No,
No.
that's just mean.
No, couldn't do it.
Everybody needs a trip to Stitches. It was my first, but will not be my last.
We had fun. I'm glad I got to go. It was my first time going too, and I'm glad I got to go with Mom and see everybody. Hung out with Carolina Spinner and Malia from Yarn Raising podcast.
Cool beans.
It's nice to meet all of my new knitting friends and spend time with them.
Oh, and we saw Julie, Miss Juliper.
I'm so jealous I didn't get to see Julie and Wendy.
And Wendy. Wendy was there. Wendy is so nice. And
Very
Julie's
nice.
so nice.
They give the best hugs.
Yeah, they do.
We ran into Miss Brittany from Just One More Row and got to meet the baby.
I did get to see them too. And I got to see Miss Carolina Spinner and hang out with her.
Ashley, I'm sorry that your name is just Carolina Spinner. Every time I talk about her, I'm like, Carolina Spinner.
I was introducing her as Miss Twist Fiber Studio to people when I was hanging out with her. Which is true. You know, Miss Twist Fiber Studio.
She is.
So anyway, I think we're going to start off with finished stuff and then go over a little bit of whips. And then we have a whole bunch of yarn goodies to show you.
Yarn therapy.
A lot of it, too.
Mom and I had a rough week. And so we took it out at Stitches.
I feel like I was fairly good because I bought things to design with. And I used... I'm looking at it as an investment.
Yes.
Plus, I had quite a bit of birthday funds. See, Stitches is usually always right after my birthday, and the in-laws both my mother-in-law and Sam's dad, which they've been divorced for eons. They gave me money, so they bought me yarn.
Awesome.
So anyway.
So we'll do finished objects first?
We'll do
finished. Look like you have a good stack.
I have a little stack.
So you start.
I finished dyeing the sock blank.
I want to buy that from you.
Sally's colors, Miss Purple and Gray.
Well, it turned out a little darker than I planned. This is the one, I started it with a teal, and you can see a little bit of the teal there. And then I wanted to just put splotches of other color on it. But I'm not so bright, and I moved my pan, which mixed all the other colors up.
It's grungy. I like it.
Which gave me the really dark look that I really wasn't going for. And I had a feeling Allie would like it, so yeah, I will totally do that.
Or I can trade you the one you gave me.
That would be good too.
If you want that one back, because it's really bright.
Yeah, it's brighter.
We can do that.
Yeah, we can do that.
Because that's me. Let's just be honest.
Yeah, I was going to see if you wanted to have that one instead, or if you wanted
I like the other one too, but that one's very me.
Yeah. Or if Vicky likes the other one, she could have the other one, you could get that one.
You want a sock blank?
You want to knit from a sock blank? Try it out?
Sure.
She's fearless.
I'm fearless.
Gert is trying to get everyone on this sock blank.
I love it. You know what? I didn't see any sock blanks at Stitches.
I didn't either.
I looked.
I looked. That was going to be my one crazy treat. I had a different crazy treat instead.
Crazy treat.
Well, because I was really focusing on, and you'll notice when I show you what I got, it's all very non-Daniela things because it's all very tonal and neutral, and the sock blank was going to be my one treat.
Your bright spot?
My bright spot, yeah. I bought it just for me thing. And I didn't see any.
I didn't either. I didn't think about that yesterday.
Either.
I didn't realize how overwhelmed I apparently was yesterday because I went in with a plan and I forgot it.
Yeah. I went in with a list. We had the map and I had highlighted the places we wanted to visit. The map never came out.
No.
We gave it away when we left.
Yeah. Someone else wanted one. We're like, well, here. Go to all the places we highlighted.
Yeah.
Well, we hit everywhere we wanted to go.
Yeah.
I think.
I really enjoyed this Stitches more than maybe the last one I went to. because I've gone several times, and it tends to be the same vendors.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But I think because Maryland Sheep and Wool is next weekend, that a lot of those same vendors go to both places. So those bigger vendors went to Maryland.
Oh,
And so there were a lot of new vendors at Stitches, and I love that.
yes.
I mean, because everything I bought was from people that, I think on Knitting Rose I bought stuff from, and I had bought from her before, but I've not knit it yet. But everything else I got was from people that I have not shopped with before.
We
And-
bought from her too.
Yeah.
I think all of mine is people I haven't bought from before. One I had.
Yeah.
But yeah, so mostly new to me people. That was my goal. I wanted stuff for design work and to try new yarns.
Mm-hmm. Me too. And that really makes me happy that it was more variety.
Yeah, I thought there was a good variety. Yeah,
And it was a lot more crowded than it had been in the past.
it was busy.
But and a couple of I after I shop and I'm done, because I take my budget and then I'm done. Although I did go over my budget at the last minute, but anyway.
Me too.
I'm guilty too.
But I sit down and I just knit, and then you have these huge tables, and people will come sit, and then they'll leave, and somebody else will come sit, and they'll leave, and whatever. And both of the ladies that I talked to for a while were from like the Northeast, and they said that Stitches East got canceled, and so evidently a lot of people that normally go to Stitches East came to South,
Oh, cool.
and that's why it was so crowded.
Mm.
So I've never seen that many people in.
The people
Yeah.
that sat at the table with us were from Georgia and Arkansas, maybe.
Mhm. I think that was the other place.
Yeah.
I expected quite a few people from Georgia to come though.
Well, yeah, that's
Georgia.
close.
Because it's been, that's
Yeah.
It's
close.
been there forever.
And Arkansas is close.
Well, yeah. But I was surprised a lot of people flew in from, like, the Northeast
Mhm.
for
That's
it.
interesting.
That is
Yeah.
interesting.
So I guess maybe the Stitches East people split between, when they do West up in Chicago area and then South, depending on when they could go.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
So that was interesting. They were, everyone that I talked to really enjoyed visiting Nashville, and some of them had been there before, some of them not, and so that was cool.
I thought so too.
They're already planning it for next year in Nashville again.
Oh, cool.
It's going to be earlier, March 31st, like that weekend.
No.
Good.
Yeah. So, FYI, folks. Anyway,
Tangent.
Sorry.
We're good for those.
You like it. So, I finished my dazzle. One of those Azzle things, that Allie does.
Oh my goodness.
But, I don't know.
I have an Azzle story to tell you that's not good for podcast.
Oh.
Yes, it was very funny.
Rick was cast his on and was working on his while we were hanging out yesterday. He's doing it in a really bright purple and a chartreuse.
I approve.
He's doing it
Yes.
in our colors. It looks great.
That's awesome.
So great. It was really nice to meet Rick.
I wish I got to meet him.
Yes.
But anyway,
You'll get to meet him at the retreat.
I know. I'm excited.
So this is my dazzled. The variegated on the end is Knitting color in the Ain't It Fun colorway. The blue is Old Loops, Three Wise Men, and the gray is Woolmiza DK in the Year of the Rat colorway. I love the pattern. I wish I hadn't done the wide stripes, only because the end weaving in was a pain in the hiney. Oops. I'll need to turn that off here in a second. Otherwise, I love it, but I feel like the end weaving in could have been neater. So I hope you don't mind, because it's yours.
I don't
there
mind.
you go.
Thank you.
I'm gonna
I was
turn-
actually just saying it's cold out.
it is.
It is, and I didn't bring a shawl, so now I have one.
Let me turn the volume
And it
off on my
is.
phone.
No one will lose me.
No.
It's
I
very
like
pretty.
it.
I like it. Especially love that blue. The
That blue's very
It's
pretty.
And I
very
have
pretty.
a bunch of it left, because, I did it this way because I was afraid I'd run out. Yeah, okay.
I love that you ended with the knitting color.
Yes.
You'd mentioned that you like it when people
Yeah.
did that, so I did that,
Ever
so yours
since,
would be that way.
Is it Mina? Is that how you pronounce it? I was worried I was pronouncing it wrong. From a Knitting Expat podcast did that. I'm like, I'm obsessed with that.
Yeah, and I thought it looked really good.
Mm-hmm. I like
Hers
it.
is very pretty.
Yes, it is. Who'd have
Gorgeous.
thunk
And she
we-
knit it in like 4 days.
I know.
Took me
Wow.
like 3 months to knit mine. But I also have knitting ADD.
Yeah, me too. Do you want to show one? Or
No, you go ahead.
I go ahead. So I finished the socks from one of the sock
You
blanks
too.
that I knit.
Love it.
They're very fraternal. Don't go at all. Okay, this part of this sock and this part, these two parts match. The rest of it don't. But
They're very pretty.
Thank you.
I like that they don't match.
I like them. I love them, really. And they were so much fun to knit. So much fun.
They look comfy.
They are comfy. I think they would be.
Yeah.
They're soft.
They are soft. It's,
Very pretty.
I got the sock blank from Knit Picks, so it's their Knit Picks stroll base.
Mm-hmm.
So, Brianna from Swoonish may be hooking me up with sparkly sock blanks.
I like having friends.
Friends are wonderful.
I can hook you up sometimes.
I finished the first one in less than 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And then this one took a little longer, only because I was a good girl and knit on things I should have been knitting on. And actually, it was because I got to this part and I was bored.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't very entertaining. But I took it with me Wednesday. I knit on it Wednesday, and we ended up at the doctor's office. Aiden was getting a vaccine. It wasn't anything big, but we wanted the doctor to look at his ears. So it took an hour. He had his vaccine and everything, but then we sat there for an hour before the doctor came in to look at his ears.
Gosh.
So I finished my sock while we were sitting there.
And that's why you have knitting with you no matter where you go.
Always.
I am learning that.
I'm still learning it.
I always have knitting with me when I go.
I'm convinced that when I bring knitting is when I will not have a break. It's when I don't bring knitting that I'm just going to have breaks all day.
Yeah.
Convinced.
Well, and I'm always like, if we go out to eat, I'll pull the knitting out. And I'm like, look, I'm going to make the food come. And it works.
Well, that's cool.
Hilarious.
That is hilarious.
Show your faux, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Or your faux.
I just have a couple. This is for the Northbound Knitting Knitalong. It's magnetite, and it's knit out of Malabrigo Smoke. It was a fun knit.
It's pretty.
And I love it. It's so soft.
She finished it in time to wear the stitches.
I did.
Because I told her she had to wear something.
She told me I had to wear something I had made. So, and
it's like an unwritten rule.
It was nice and, shall we say, warm yesterday.
It was.
So this worked out wonderful. It wasn't too heavy and too hot.
Good.
So I'm happy with it.
Yeah. I wore my invisibility cloak.
Awesome.
I went Friday.
I wore my frazzled and this hat.
Yeah.
I'll talk about my hat in a second. Is it my turn?
Your turn?
Okay, let me wrap and turn. I only have one faux, and it's this hat. I designed my first hat. I'll stand up. I've called it Make It Work. This is knit out of Dana's Expedition Sport. Dana of Unwind. Sorry.
Unwind Yarn Company.
I just assumed you guys knew who Dana was.
Yeah. If you're watching this, and you have been watching this, you really should know.
I was going to say, we talk about her pretty much every week. This is the sepia colorway, which I'm obsessed with. She had one left, someone bought it. Whoever it was, I'm mad at you. Because I wanted it. But,
snooze you lose.
I know. I had stitches.
Gotta prioritize that money.
This one is the sport weight, and it's pretty. It was kind of slouchy. And then when I blocked it, which all I did was wet it and then lay it out to dry, so I didn't block it. It grew a lot. I wish I'd measured now.
Oh.
I don't, not in a negative way.
Yeah.
Not in a negative way. It's just slouchier than I thought it was going to be. But it's being test knit now. See if you can you see the slouchy? I can't see.
Yeah.
When I turn, I can't see if you guys can see.
It looks great.
I
love it.
But it's being test knit right now. I have it written for sport, and I changed the stitch count to include worsted, and I'm going to include a less slouchy version in case you guys don't like slouchy.
It's not too slouchy. It's
not too slouchy.
It's a perfect amount of slouch.
I think so too, but I know other people don't. So, and then I did the decreases so the pattern continued up, and I'm going to keep that in there, but I'm going to offer a different decrease too that includes the brim patterning instead.
Oh.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'm going to try it, because I'm knitting a worsted weight sample now, and I'm going to try it with that. If it looks bad, I'm not going to do it. In my head, it looks neat. But that's in my head.
Yeah.
And sometimes that doesn't translate well.
I understand.
But I just want options. I'm calling it Make It Work, so I feel like it needs options. So you have to make it work for yourself.
I love that it's called Make It Work.
I like that, too.
I love Tim Gunn.
Yeah.
I'll let these ladies talk for a while.
All right. You want to show your second one?
It's
pretty.
so pretty. I'm
This
so proud.
is for the Into the Wool See You in September retreat. It is Age of Steam.
Age of Brass and Steam.
Age of Brass and Steam pattern. And it's Cora yarn, but I'm sorry I don't remember the colorway. But
It's Noro.
Noro, I'm sorry.
That's gorgeous.
I love the colors. I'm a fall color person. But actually, as I'm knitting with something neon now for something that's going
her to the
on.
neon side.
She's bringing me to the neon world, and it's fun to knit with the neon colors. They're happy colors.
They're very happy.
That's
They're
how
very
we
happy
like it.
colors.
Yeah.
So
But that's what
finished.
That's one thing I like about knitting, though, is every now and then it's fun to go out of your comfort zone. I say as I knit with purple and gray. But still, this is not my comfort zone.
No, I was going to say, that's not your
This
comfort.
isn't my comfort zone at all, and I love it. But anyway, it's fun because, and especially if you're doing like an accessory, because then you don't have to worry about it matching everything. You can just wear it as a pop like that. That's going to be nice with just a pop with like this outfit. It'd look great with that. But if you do something small, you get to go out of your comfort zone, but it's not like a big commitment. It's not like a sweater.
Right.
Or even a shawl can maybe be too big of a commitment, depending
on the shawl.
Depending on the shawl and how much out of your comfort zone you're trying to go.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that one.
I
You like
that
this one?
too.
I know that one.
You know that one?
I like that one.
I might have something like that with me.
Since the last time we recorded, I designed a hat and released a pattern. So
we both like on the same weekend just started both designing hats. She was just quicker than me.
So this is April Showers. It is also
fabulous.
a slouchy hat. The yarn is Daisy Knits. The colorway it was a number. So it's kind of but it's a slouchy hat.
I love it.
Very nice.
Very nice.
And so I'm finished it. It's done, all out there. I have this pink one that Suzanne knit out of handspun also.
Beautiful.
So I wanted to show you that.
Very pretty.
Hers is knit out of her yarn is more of a worsted. This is a DK. So it's a little bit bigger, a little thicker, but it's still
very cute.
Very cute.
So it would work with worsted weight yarn as well quite nicely. This is hand spun. It's from Dana of Unwind Yarn Company. And then this was the raspberry colorway.
It's beautiful.
It's very pretty.
You have that, don't you?
I do. I spun mine into singles.
That's right. I remember now.
So this is Suzanne's hat. She let me borrow my hat. And then I went ahead and designed a cowl to go with it.
Gorgeous.
So here is the cowl. I'm knitting a second sample right now, and then it's being test knit. So that will be out soon. So the cowl matches the brim of the hat.
Awesome.
Fun. That brim is fun.
It's very fun. Yeah, at first I was going to do standard cowl where you have the ribbing and then the motif and then more ribbing. And I was going to use this for the ribbing part and then the little eyelets.
That's what I thought you were going to do.
Yeah, but I thought this was better. So
I like that a lot. Yeah.
I like it a lot too.
Because that's the stitch that really kind of got my attention, and it's fun. It's easy to memorize, so it's not a hard knit. I don't like hard knits. I like things I can memorize and then just kind of go with.
Yep.
Over and over and over and over.
Yeah,
I like those repeats of a lot.
So this is a 7-row repeat. And then I did it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one is 7 repeats tall.
I like that.
I did it till I thought I was going to run out of yarn before I had another repeat. So that's what I had left. And the gray yarn is,
graphite.
Shockingly enough, from Unwind Yarn Company. It's the Voyage Erin in the graphite colorway.
I love that colorway.
I was say, Mom should know this colorway, and she learned to knit with that colorway.
Yes, she did, right?
It is. That's what I learned to knit on.
So
I knit. What did you knit? A cowl and a hat?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm knitting a second sample. I just cast it on. Out of.
I love it.
I love that.
It's sport weight, but it's a very floofy sport weight. I showed it to you guys last week. I was busy petting it. It's the Cotton Candy Meltdown from Swoonish.
Very pretty.
So it's. I decided it needed to be around my neck because I just need to cuddle it all the time.
So that one's a shorter cowl?
Yeah. I was going to do the longer one to double. And I'm including the numbers for the longer versions. But I don't wear longer ones. So I was kind of like, well, I want this one to be for me.
I like when...
I like the longer versions.
I like when cowl patterns do that, though, because everybody's different.
I think Suzanne's doing a longer one.
I personally like the longer ones, but at the same time, if I want like one or two short ones, because those are easier to wear with coats in the winter.
Right. Because this one will probably be a gift. I'm thinking. I don't know that I'll keep this one. It's not really. Although if I keep it, then I'll have a cowl to wear with my hat that I have nothing that goes with anything I have.
That's true.
So maybe I will keep it. But and I may end up doing. I think Suzanne's doing a long one. If she's not doing a long one, then I'll knit a long one to to get it together. I had cast on a longer one out of some fingering. It's Socks That Rock. But I didn't like it. I wasn't happy with the yarn. I mean, the yarn's beautiful. It's purple. It's whatever. It's great. But I just wasn't in the mood to knit anything that skinny.
Yeah, I get that.
So I cast this one on instead, and that makes me happy. It's so yummy to knit with.
It's squishy.
It's so squishy.
I know. These girls took me to Fiber in the Burrow last fall, and that's where
how we got her.
That's how they got me.
We roped her in.
And I said all I wanted to do was just pile it in the floor and just rolling it. It's awesome.
It is. It's great. So, is that all the finished stuff?
Yep.
What you working on over there, Miss Allie?
I'm working on my second Dazzle sample. I'm doing the 2-color one. Thank you. This is knit out of Cyborg's Craft Room. I switched my bag, so I don't have my tags, and I don't know the colors. One of them I can't pronounce anyway, so.
It's really pretty.
It is very pretty.
I love that variegated
I'm trying
purple.
really hard to get this done. Even if the sample's not done, the patterns will still be released May 1st, because I have pictures of a 2-color one that Suzanne knit. And everything's test knitted. And all the pictures are done. I just wanted another sample of both of them. I added right now is not a good time to be like, oh, I need another sample. But I'm going to get them done. This one's almost done, and the frazzle is a repeat and a half away. So it's...
You can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have much to talk about. Because I've been trying to power...
She's been a good girl.
I've been trying to power through.
Awesome.
So
what you working on?
Ooh. It's in my new bag. My Twist Fiber Studio bag. Finally got a perfect pair kit the other day. I didn't bring the fiber I got with it, because I'm going to be talking a lot about stuff I bought. But I wanted to show the bag. I love it.
Very nice.
I love mine. So this is going to be go Team Twig, because I get a point for
Team
my
Twig.
None of us are in a team together, so we all hate each other.
Yes, this is a Rainstorm Studios bag.
Very cute.
So that's a point for Team Twig. But the cowl that is on here is for the neon, your guys. And my yarn is Rockin' String Creations. The base is Hullabaloo.
It's a radioactive rainbow.
Radioactive rainbow.
Yeah. And here's the yarn.
It's from our lovely friends at Rockin' String Creations. Remember, there's a coupon code for you guys till the end of April to use in their shop. Go check out the Ravelry group for the coupon code. You have a couple more days to take advantage of that.
It's good till the end of April.
Yep.
And I also, Team Twig, have an orange. No, this is... I forgot. I should have wrote notes.
Is it
Absolute Wonder? And it is a skein of yarn with yarn. Very cute.
Here,
See if you can get it on up there.
Oh, I have it backwards.
It's very cute.
This way. There, see? And isn't the cowl pretty?
So pretty. I want it. I mean, I'm happy Mom's all enjoying it and wants to wear it, but
we'll see.
I want it.
These are truly not. I'm enjoying knitting it because I love the colors. But I don't know that I will.
Could totally wear that with like jeans and white t-shirt and throw that on. It would be it would kind of tone it down.
Tone it down a little bit.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to wear it before. And if I'm not happy with it, then
I'll take it.
My knit-worthy daughter here will get it.
I'll take all the colors.
We're shocked, aren't we?
Miss Purple and Gray.
I think I was talking to Knitting Rose, and I was saying that my color choices are on one spectrum I like purple and gray, and then on the other one I'm all the colors at once. I don't really do in between much.
Yeah.
I just don't.
It's okay.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Apparently muted for me is purple and gray.
So one of my projects I already showed you. It's another cowl for the April showers, and I showed you the yarn for it. So I'm not going to show you that again. Although it's living in my kitchen counter crafters bag.
That is so cute.
Because the purple matches.
We like this.
I don't think I do it without really thinking about it too much, but I do end up matching my yarn to my bags quite often.
That's a cute bag.
Thank you.
Guess where it's from?
No, it's a freckled Whimsy
bag.
bag.
Whimsy bag.
She finally recorded another podcast.
Oh,
I watched it last night. Yay!
Need to watch one of hers. That's pretty yarn.
Do you recognize that color?
You knit something out of that.
Oh, that's my color. I love that color.
This is the Wanderlust Worsted from Unwind Yarn Company in the Highlands colorway. And I am knitting a handbrake
Very pretty
cowl, which is designed by Kate and Dan Jones of the Bakery Bears podcast. It's a very simple little cowl with the little, it's kind of like ribbing on the diagonal. It's a fun little easy knit.
I bought yarn for that.
Did you buy yarn for it? Cool.
It's on our list. It's on our to-do list.
Good. They're selling the pattern for only $1. You get the cowl and the scarf pattern. There's a special podcast episode embedded, which was really fun to watch. And all the proceeds are going to cancer research. So if you haven't bought this pattern already, you should go get it.
Definitely. And then it's just nice. It's just a nice pattern on
It's
top of everything.
It's nice because it's good for men or women. So actually, I'm knitting this, and I think it's going to go to my husband. I think this one. He doesn't really wear scarves. He's hot all the time, but I think maybe that isn't too much. I think maybe that would work for him.
Yeah.
He likes the color, so that's a bonus, right?
I love those colors. It knits up beautifully.
Well, one of the other things I'm working on in my freckled Whimsy bag.
Have you been contacted yet? I haven't.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Good.
For our giveaway.
Good.
I thought I told you. I'm so sorry.
No, that's okay.
I've already talked to Carrie and everything.
Awesome. Good.
So, in my freckled Whimsy bag, I am knitting April showers.
Aww.
So this is what I have so far. And I'll show the yarn in a second. I'm knitting it fingering hill double. There's the tag from the Dana episode. Oh, I hope I'm not flashing. I just realized. From Unwind Yarn Company. Oh gosh, I've made a mess. Unwind Yarn Company. Oh my goodness. You think I've never done this before? There we go. Journey sock in the 8 Maids of Milking colorway. This is the colorway Dana did for
Jimmy Beans.
Thank you. Jimmy Beans wool. I was like, something. She did it for something. I bought it. So I separated it into 2. So I could hold it double because I didn't want to try.
No.
The end.
You're smarter than I am.
I'm so glad you brought that because I bought that yarn too and I love how it's knitting up. That's beautiful colors.
Mine's knitting up a little bit more variegated than I think it would if you're just knitting it plain since I am holding it double. But
I like it a lot.
I like it a lot.
Don't you like it a lot?
I do.
It's it almost swirled a little bit here. Like, it almost perfectly was white. It's kind of cool. I kind of like holding fingering double.
I do too. I've kind of been getting into that because I don't know. I'm on a knit with heavier weights kit.
And I have so much fingering weight yarn, and some of it I bought and I really like it, but I don't want socks out of it, or it's too much for a shawl. And this I think this was perfect for it, this pattern. So I'm glad I remembered I had it.
That's awesome.
Showers cowl.
Yes.
Out of mine.
Mama's planning.
Yay.
Yeah. But the pattern's super fun. I don't have it memorized yet, but it's super fun.
Yeah.
Well, I had the brim memorized when I did it.
Yeah, I memorized I don't think I actually memorized the.
See, I can't.
The hat.
The way mine
brim.
is too, I can't memorize the way the hat is either.
No.
Like the brim, yeah.
The brim.
I love the brims of both of them. I think that's part of what makes the hat so pretty.
I think
is
so.
the brims.
Because we did fun brims.
Fun brims.
That's one reason the cowl is all like the brim stitches, because I could memorize them, and I wanted it to be fun and easy. I don't want it to be all. And not that the body of the hat's hard. It's just, but it's.
I just like the idea, and like every now and then a plain rib is perfect, or just a plain whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But I just like the idea of doing something there too, because it's part of the pattern too. Why not have fun?
Right.
And I mean, a lot of people, that's all they see sometimes.
Right.
Like if someone's looking at you head on, they're only going to see that part.
Right.
So why not have it fun?
Have it pretty.
That's all we're saying, y'all. Have pretty brims.
That's right.
Pretty.
Speaking of pretty.
Pretty. I didn't work on these very much because I got obsessed with the other ones and that I finished. But I did.
Glittery.
I did get the leg of the sock done. This is Color Wheel yarn in the Gumballs colorway. I put in a blue heel.
I like the blue.
And the blue
heel.
is mystery yarn. I have no idea what it is.
I thought you were going to do an orange heel.
Well, I've decided these are for the birthday socks for the recipient, and she likes blue.
I like the blue heel with it, though.
I like the blue heel.
And I've quizzed her. She would be fine with crazy socks. So these are going to a certain someone.
I don't know who wouldn't be fine with crazy socks.
Well,
some people.
Some people
maybe, but
crazy people. But it's also in a freckled whimsy bag. It's in my little baby bag.
That's so
It's
cute.
my favorite fabric ever.
I love this little baby bag. So it didn't get a whole lot of love, but that's all right. I don't need them till June.
You got lots of time.
Got lots of time.
My only other whip is also in a freckled whimsy bag. This is the one that I had got last time, and so I threw something in there immediately.
Mm-hmm.
I'm knitting the worsted weight sample of my hats, and I'm just going to continue with my theme for the day. I am knitting fingering held double. Also from Dana in her Journey sock base in the Bonnie Wee Thing colorway. Oh.
Pretty.
That's pretty too.
I haven't gotten very far, but I am loving it.
That looks fabulous.
The pattern works better with worsted, I think. Like, you can see it better. Like, the eyelets.
The eyelets?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's just because it's the thicker yarn. Because when I blocked this, you can see it a lot better. But while I was knitting it, the eyelets weren't as prominent. But they're pretty dang prominent on this. I love it. I want to wear it right now, but I gotta finish.
Well, this is my test knitting of the hat.
Ooh.
This is as far as I've gotten.
Ooh, I like that.
You got pretty far, though.
I have
you just started.
Yeah, I have to finish the last repeat of the brim. And I am using yarn from the Plucky Knitter. It's one of the one-hit wonders, so it doesn't have a colorway.
My hat's being knit out of Plucky.
It is.
That's a beautiful color.
Isn't it gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
And this may actually go to the sock recipient for Christmas.
Oh, cool.
And it is in my Twist Fiber Studio bag that I got as a Kickstarter reward. This is the Cressida color.
That's pretty.
I like it. It's a perfect little size.
I love her bags.
I love her bags too. I have one too.
I got a stitch marker from her
I
while I
did
was at
too.
Stitches. I haven't taken it off yet. It's one of the little lobster claw ones, so I can use it to mark my progress. And she gave me a green one because she knows me.
I just picked color. I got this like blue, green, one of the circle ones.
And I got a red one, just like that one.
And then I got a blue lobster claw.
And I think my lobster claw is red.
It's also red, because I told you to get red. I just grabbed them because I was like, I don't care. I like colors.
Yeah. I got this from Orange Jellyfish Dream this week. This cute little pin with the owl on it.
Oh, I have mine. I wore it yesterday.
Isn't that adorable? It uses a shawl pin.
As I fall out of my chair to get it. I got this shawl pin.
Oh, how cute.
It has the autism awareness puzzle piece. I love it. I wore it yesterday. I wore it for part of the day yesterday, but I kept bending, and then I would look, and so my shawl, I just didn't have it pinned well enough, and so I was worried that it was going to get pulled. The shawl was going to get pulled. Mm-hmm. So I got to practice on how to use a shawl pin, apparently. Apparently I don't know what I'm doing.
The other cool stitch marker I got was
yes,
from the Two Guys yarn.
We got one too.
So pretty. But the stitch marker is so cute. Look, it's a little tie. I love it. I love the little tie.
I love the little tie too. He's super nice.
He was so sweet.
Their booth was nice. And it was so nice to see their stuff in person.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It really was.
They have a bunch of stuff that's, I don't want to say it's muted because it's not the right word, but they're just, but kind of muted. But then you pick it up and look at it and it's so detailed and I don't know, it's just so cool to actually see it in person.
Yeah.
There was so much more depth than comes across over a computer screen. And that's just, I hate that happens, but I mean that happens with a lot of dyers from what I understand because there's been so many people who I wouldn't buy from, but then I saw their stuff in person and I'm like, whoa.
Well, taking a picture, it just doesn't compare to their bases were just luscious. That's another thing, just feeling their yarn. I mean, and yarn in general, when you go to buy some, I mean, it's a tactile thing. You can see it all day long, and it can be a gorgeous color. But if it doesn't feel good, then what you gonna do? If it feels yucky, it's yucky.
It's yucky.
Have we moved on to stashing?
I think we have.
This could take a while.
Oh boy.
Okay.
I need to move my things around here.
While they get ready, I'm going to show this one off because it's something different. Mom and I, we went to Yarn on the House first, and I really wanted something from there, but the booth was crazy, and it was overwhelming for me, so I was like, I have to leave. So we didn't get anything from there, which I do regret, but I'll get something from them one day. When we left, we walked by the Ablet booth. They're the knitting abacus bracelets.
Oh.
I'm wearing one. Mom and I both got one. I love
it.
Yeah, I used it this morning, so whenever I pick it up again, I know these are the 10s and these are the 1s. So whenever I know that I've knit 12 rows of my pattern.
And does it stay?
Mm-hmm.
She even did.
Watch. I'm gonna do the demonstration.
Okay.
Oh look, I dropped it.
And it's attached.
My magnets got connected, sorry, but nothing changed. If I can get the magnets are really strong. She said to be. I might have pinched my skin putting it on the other day.
Oh.
Yesterday. I've had this for a day. But yeah, nothing.
Look, it's still there.
The magnet's connected, but other than that, it's still there. I like it. I want another one.
Oh, I wish I had gotten one. I might have to order one.
She had a black and white one that I really liked.
She also has 3 rows.
Yeah, she had 3-row ones too. She was saying that were good for lace weight. So you could keep up with your repeats of the lace pattern and then also your rows.
Yeah,
I know. That's kind of what I was thinking.
She said that we could also use this for our repeats.
Mm-hmm.
And use the 10s as your first repeat and use the 1s as your rows.
Mm-hmm.
And then as soon as you get
I've twisted it somehow.
To the second repeat, pull a second one down and push your 1s up, and then you'll know where you are.
Yeah.
She was very nice, too.
She was nice.
That's really cool.
You've got it twisted?
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
You'll figure it out.
While you guys talk.
Okay.
When I dropped it, apparently, it was no, don't drop me.
I don't have a lot of stash, so I'm working on building on my stash. And this
That's her excuse.
That's her
excuse. I fixed it immediately.
Ashley, Carolina Spinner, had an update not too long.
Her.
We love her. She was so much fun meeting her in person. Twisted Fiber Studio. And this is my perfect pair. I got this bag, and this is my lovely Spring Walk yarn.
Daniela can reach back.
Daniela knows where to put that.
But isn't it gorgeous?
Perfect It is,
It's
though. Like,
beautiful.
Beautiful.
she's a genius.
She's a color genius.
Because like, that's been the coolest part with the perfect pairs is seeing just how perfect the colors in them, either the fiber or the yarn.
And I got a freebie for that stitch marker for
Aw.
ordering. Isn't that cute?
Oh, look at the cute
3
little
into
stitch
the wool
marker.
points right there.
Right.
Oh, man. 3 into the wool point with that darn team. What team are you on?
Twig.
Twig. Those darn twigs.
Team Cable. We were in second place.
Fair Isle. We're like way down in 4th.
We're
I'm
third.
working on the points though.
I've got
That's
to
what
get
we're
working.
designing so much.
Everything I have knit can get me points.
You go, girl.
Everything but the dazzle will get me points because I started it before.
Well, I'll get points for my neon for using the bag and the stitch marker. And then I can still count it for you guys' neon. So
We're going to save my Lydia for last.
I'm gonna do Lydia last.
Because it was
I
my
might do-
favorite.
that's pretty.
This-
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
This I got for
Do
my
your birthday
birthday.
stuff,
This is I
yes.
got this for my birthday. I think this is the only thing in here from like actual. No, this is for birthday too. So, silly fruit. Wendy sent me this for my birthday,
And I knew about it.
It's a bat from Knit Picks, and she said it's the new Gert spitting bat. So they actually had a bat named Gert, so you know I had to have it. So
It's from where?
from Knit Picks,
Really?
yeah, and it's
I don't think I caught that part of the conversation when they were talking about it.
so it is like pencil roving.
Cool.
So she said I had to have it because it's Gert spitting bat, and it's my colors.
I was gonna
It's
say-
like they made it just for me.
I
love the
told-
colors.
I told Daniela she needed to sue them because it's her name and her colors.
they
Like,
must
that's
know
just
me.
That's too convenient for it to be.
They knew they
Similar.
would get me. I refrained though because Wendy told me about it, and I'm like, no, I'm not going to order it. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to be good. And then my birthday week, it came in the mail. She had ordered it for me, but so thank you. But yeah, it's like they know me and they designed this just for me and named it after me because,
Yeah.
hello,
Yeah.
Very nice.
nice. And then that lovely Dana from Unwind Yarn Company. I'm gonna
That's pretty.
I'm gonna
colors.
crinkle so you can see it better. She sent me this.
It's gorgeous.
Beautiful.
It's Bird on a Wire BFL silk because she knows I love her BFL silk.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
It's beautiful. And I think, pretty sure I'm not lying, this last update she had on Tuesday,
No more fiber.
no more fiber after this. So if there's any in her shop, you better snag it while the getting's
don't-
good.
I don't even know if there is any left.
I don't know if there's any
I
left.
didn't look.
Um,
I looked when she did her update, and I was like, oh, I want it all.
I
But I
know.
can't.
I know. But
I was strong.
I have been hoarding her fiber for a while, for months now, because I knew this was happening. I'm set. Okay. I probably can't spin everything, all the unwind fiber
She got a lot.
I have between now and whenever she starts dyeing it again. So, but this is beautiful.
that is beautiful.
Should I do the non-stitches stuff?
Yeah, do
And-
non-stitches,
Yeah,
and
okay,
then we'll
do
do stitches.
non-stitches.
We'll do stitches together.
I got my April swap package, and this was in my April swap package. It's Vivacious DK from Fiber Spates, and the colorway is Peacock.
It's pretty.
And
Also
I
very
love it.
pretty,
I
yeah.
almost already cast it on, but then I was like, no, I'll show it off first.
What a good podcaster.
Yeah, well,
I say as
sometimes.
Over here moving stuff in the
Sometimes.
floor.
Sometimes. So that was for my swap package. And then Instagram, that darn Instagram,
I
you
know that thing.
If you want to go on a yarn diet, you have to quit going on Instagram.
Amen.
That's true. So Spun Right Round posted on Instagram that she was getting rid of her singles yarn base and she was putting everything she had left up for $12 a skein.
So Daniela had a party.
So I got 3. They actually look good together.
I like them together.
Mm-hmm.
The green one is Crocodile Tears. The red one is Red Herring.
I really like that one.
Like that one?
Mhm.
And this one is Grasshopper. I thought this one was more of a lime green. It's more yellowy than I really care for. But the base is nice.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
And then this one, it wasn't on sale, but I've been eyeing it for freaking ever, so I got myself some Turbo Gypsy.
That's pretty.
I want everything she does.
So, and I don't think... No, I have. I had ordered fiber from her before, but I've not had any of her yarn before. So it was new to me yarn. So stick that back in my little bag here. So, and that's all my non-stitches.
All right. So who do we want to start with first? 'Cause I know we all shopped at the same places. Some.
Yeah. We didn't go back
We didn't
shopping.
No, we didn't shop for
We didn't
bags.
do bags.
I got one pattern and one bag. This pattern is from Black Wolf Ranch. It's a vest, and you can wear the vest like a bajillion different ways. It was an alpaca store, so I didn't go in. But Dawn, I was with my friend Dawn, she actually tried their sample on the different ways. You can wear it right side up or upside down. It's basically a rectangle with holes.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, cool.
Or upside down. You can wear it with your head through the holes as a shawl, like poncho kind of thing. My favorite way Dawn had it on, it looked fabulous, was she had it on backwards and then you pin it in the back.
Oh.
Like, so this is, you have the front and then it kind of, the collar kind of overlaps.
Ooh, pretty.
It looked very Dawn. Very, very Dawn.
Mm-hmm.
So I bought
She's
the...
stylish.
She is. She's one cool mama. And then this was another way to... I don't want to show it to you because you'll see the pattern. Let me put it this way.
So that might be the only way.
No, I can't show you that one. But anyway, so it's basically a rectangle with armholes, and you can wear it all different ways.
That's pretty neat.
It's great.
That is pretty neat.
See?
We may have to check that out online.
So I did that. I bought the one pattern, and then I was walking by this shop. I got their card, so I remember. It's Soufflo, and they're on Etsy. And this fabric caught my eye, and it was in a big bag, and I was like, I don't need a big bag. So Dawn and I kept looking until we found a smaller bag.
I like her.
I saw those.
I've been wanting a Wonder Woman bag, and then I got the smaller one. It's polka dot on the inside. I love me some polka dots. I didn't want the great big bag. I wanted one, so I got this smaller one, and I think it's so freaking cute.
It is very cute.
So, and I had not heard of them, so it was a new bag maker. And I'd never heard of Black Wolf Ranch either. Their yarn, it was alpaca, so I didn't touch it, but it was gorgeous.
Oh.
I mean,
I don't even remember seeing that booth. There was so much.
There was so much.
And when we realized we'd spent our budget, we just went and sat down. We just didn't want to look anymore because that's tempting.
Very tempting.
It's very, very tempting. So you're saving these for last.
Yes, because they're my faves.
Okay.
Ooh, I like that.
And you said you didn't get anything from Yarn on the House?
No.
But that's beautiful.
I didn't go there in the morning. That was like the last place I shopped at before I sat down.
That's probably what we should
The
have
booth
done.
was almost empty. I mean, like the yarn was almost all gone. And, but I got what I wanted. I got a DK weight yarn. It's 231 yards of a merino cashmere nylon. This is the spring water colorway.
They do some amazing grays. Like,
Yeah.
I could have...
Mm-hmm.
I think if I could have handled the people there, I probably would have blown a lot of money there.
I bought a lot of grays. You could tell Dawn was with me.
Yes.
Well, I was looking for neutral type
Mm-hmm.
colors, but I think this is really pretty. It's like gray with a tinge of blue.
Yes.
It's very, very pretty, and it
I like
feels awesome.
Oh, we felt them.
Mm-hmm.
We felt them.
Yeah.
We do.
And they had necklaces there that I really liked, but they were gold. And I don't wear gold.
I didn't see any necklaces.
Yeah, they were like... I had to say excuse me like 20 times before these people moved, but they were over there like in the very back. Like they were very random, like
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I don't know.
I went in the side, got the DK, paid, and left.
Tunnel vision. That's kind of what you need, I think, in
Mhm.
stitches.
Well,
or Fiverr events in general.
I don't do well with crowds, and
I don't
the
either.
crowds
No.
were ridiculous.
It was, and They had some beautiful gradients, and the people that were in there that was making it so crowded were just getting them and then stepping over to the side, I think, to pick out what they wanted.
Like they were just grab a bunch and then look at them. So other people
That's what people were doing at the Plucky booth. So in the morning, I wanted to get some yarn from the Plucky Knitter. So I was like, well, that's the booth I'll go to first. Well, I didn't realize everybody else in the line had the same idea. So we got there, and you literally could not step into the booth. There were so many people in there. Mm-hmm. So Dawn and I were like, we were kind of like, well, we'll just go shop somewhere else because there's no yarn I want that bad that you couldn't even walk in. I mean, it was literally people and they were just grabbing stuff. And then later on, I walked back by there when I went to go sit down when I was done, and because the concession tables were over there by the Plucky booth.
Let's just do Plucky.
Let's do Plucky.
While we're talking about Plucky.
And Dawn got in line to get something, and this is the hot pink is what I had looked up in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And so she was in line, so I grabbed the hot pink and gave her the money, and I was like, will you be my buyer? So I got this one. So this is a regular skein. This is Hotsy Totsy on snug worsted. It's really, I had to have the hot pink.
It's a gorgeous pink.
It is a gorgeous pink.
It has a purple undertone.
Yeah.
It's very nice.
I kind of like it with that turquoise.
Yeah.
So, these colors.
Well, we were there on day 2.
those are all one-offs.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all we looked at.
That's all we looked at.
And when we were there, they were almost all neutral.
Yeah.
But other people had brighter ones, so who knows?
Well, so I sat down and I ate lunch, and I was just sitting there knitting, talking to people and stuff, and the booth was just crazy. I mean, they were lined up to pay around 3 other booths. The line, it was ridiculous. And so, I just kept sitting there. I was kind of just hanging out and talking and killing time, and because Dawn was waiting on her daughter to come and shop and stuff. And then, so after a while, it's probably 1:30-ish, I looked over, and the booth was almost empty. I guess everybody had gone to lunch.
Probably.
And in the meantime, I had found out about these one-hit wonders, because I didn't realize they were doing this. The one-hit wonders were in these bins. They're one-offs, but they're like $15.
Yeah. That's all I got are
people were buying may I hold your bag up?
You may, and then we have a story to tell you.
They were buying bagfuls like this at a time, stuffed full, overflowing everywhere. And so I'm like, okay, the booth is empty. I'm just gonna wander over there real quick. I was in there, got these, and was out in 5 minutes. I was like, I'm done. And it was a good timing that I had, because next thing you know, it's full again. Mm-hmm. And there were people, they had 10, 15, 20 of these laid out, trying to decide which they're going to, they were everywhere.
Yeah, they were doing that there too yesterday.
Everywhere.
Mm-hmm. And it was so funny when we went to the tables to sit and rest, the table behind us, they were probably some of the people that bought the 15 and 20s, because their table was full of Plucky.
Of just Plucky.
Yeah.
Of just Plucky. I'm like, are you guys the Plucky fangirls? I haven't knit with Plucky yet, so I'm not dissing Plucky. I bought Plucky. It feels nice, but I don't know what the huge appeal is.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying. If someone can explain that to me, please do.
I really like it, so I got these. These were all one-hit wonders. So I got blues.
They're very pretty.
They're very pretty. And then the one I cast on your hat out of is also a one-hit wonder that I got.
And also blue.
And it's also blue. And these are all sport weight. And this one's a worsted. This one's the Bella worsted, 200 yards, merino cashmere. These are the Primo Sport, and then the blue one is the other blue one. The knit up one is also Primo Sport, which is superwash merino cashmere and nylon. Now, these feel really good, and I love how it's knitting up, but it feels just like the Oloops Sport that I love so much. Feels just like it knitting it up.
And Daniela told me that, and Julie Juliper came by, and I showed her my Plucky, and she felt it, and she said the exact same thing.
She did say the exact same thing.
She said it felt just like the Oloops space.
Yeah. Without the Oloops.
And it's nice. I'm not dissing it.
Oh, no, it's very nice.
I wouldn't have bought it.
No, it's very nice.
I can't wait to knit it.
It's very nice. And it's 275 yards. That's good yardage. And it has cashmere in it. The Oloops doesn't have cashmere in it, but it feels the same.
And that's why I was wondering, maybe, do all their yarns have cashmere in it? Is that why it's a big deal?
I don't know.
I don't.
Oh, you know what? I just read that.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no! It has alpaca in it.
That one does. The other ones don't.
Check the. Okay.
No, the other ones don't. The other ones are merino cashmere.
You like it?
I won't wear it. It's too bright.
So,
I'm a doll woman.
Merry Christmas. Yeah,
Sorry.
that's okay. I'm glad I saw it now.
I am too. Before you got to working with it, wow.
Yeah.
And it's 10%.
So it may not.
It
It
might
may
not.
not be enough to do anything, but
Do you want to risk it?
no,
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
Okay. Okay.
So I only bought
I apparently have
two.
Lucky now.
same color. It's kind of a rusty brown. I'm kind of a folly person. I thought that would be really pretty with like cream colors.
It's
maybe.
merino cashmere.
Yes, but I don't know what the weight is.
Plucky Scholar.
She said it. One of the people there, I assume one of the Plucky fans, said it was about a DK.
Yes,
Yeah, I'd say DK.
It looks DK to me.
Yeah, it looks.
but I thought it was pretty.
It's very pretty.
Guess what colors I got?
Shocking.
But they're so pretty.
They are beautiful.
They're
I love that
primo
one.
fingering. This one is the one I picked up first, and then I built the other ones around. I'm going to knit the 3-color cashmere cowl, or whatever it's called, by... It's gone. It's gone. By some big designer that a lot of people like. So you probably know what I'm talking about. And I think it's going to be gorgeous. And that was the first place we went, and I think I had these two picked still in my hands, and because there was another darker purple, and I was trying to decide. This one was the one that I fell in love with, though, so I kept going back to it. And I had a singles, but poor Mom, I think she felt sorry for me. I just put everything down and walked away, because it was just too much. But I thought there was only one bin, and then Mom was like, "Oh, there's 2 over here," and there people weren't around that one, so I went to that one. And then I went back to the other one, and that lady that went there after me took my yarn.
Oh.
Like, as soon as I put it down, she apparently picked it up. Like, I swear.
She probably thought you had a good eye. And
Apparently.
it was doing such a good job of
You're
picking
welcome,
out.
lady. I hope you like it. No. But I had a singles, too, and I forgot. And I realized it on the way home that I never picked one back up. Our friend Suzanne's there today, and I texted her and asked her if she had time to go to the market, because she has class all day, or most of the day, if she'd pick it up, and I'd pay her. Thank you. I'd pay something. So hopefully she'll be able to get that for me.
Yeah. So then,
But I'm excited to knit it. Like I said,
Ooh, I like that too.
I don't get the plucky cult. Maybe I will once I knit it.
I'm really enjoying knitting with it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, your hat, I really am enjoying. But like I said, it feels like the loops, and the Carolina Spinners, the Twist Fiber Studio, her sport. Haven't knit with it yet, but in the skein, it feels a lot like it too. And it's one of my favorite bases, so I'm excited to get.
I feel like it sounds like I'm complaining. I'm not. I just don't understand, and I just want to understand.
I have seen people go insane in Miss Babs' booth. Mm-hmm. It was way worse than Miss Babs' booth, and you guys know how that is. Because,
one of us might have got some Miss Babs.
One of us bought some Miss Babs.
I almost did. I was so tempted, but
I saw Lydia's booth, and I didn't.
She was gone.
I left poor Mom.
She left me over there.
I didn't get it because it was variegated, and it wouldn't have been good for designing, but I really wanted it.
Anyway.
This is the only variegated I bought. It's a half skein. It's from House of Yarn from their Nashville collection.
Very pretty.
It's 225 yards, so it's enough for me to have short socks.
Mm-hmm.
Very pretty.
And I wanted it because it was special 4 stitches. So.
And that's your colors.
It's my colors.
It's very Slytherin-esque.
That's
too.
what I thought too. I might save it for this fall
yeah, you should
for the Harry Potter thing.
Yeah.
So, but I figured 225 yards. I might have to do like heels toes kind of thing.
But
contrast.
I really like contrast your heels and toes. Like, I don't necessarily like knitting it, but I love the look of it.
I don't mind knitting it. I hate weaving in the ends.
That's it. It's not the knitting; it's the weaving.
but I that was my souvenir yarn. So let's see your Ms. Babs.
It's my colors. I'm just gonna throw that out. Wow. I was shocked.
Oh yeah.
She got a Yowza skein because she wants to knit.
It is.
Oh, no.
What's the color? Into the Void.
She wants to knit one of the Yowza What a Skein.
Yes.
Or no.
From
Yowza Way It Shawl.
from Susan B. Anderson.
Yes.
That's what I want that
Yes.
for.
I just said Yowza and just kept going.
That's
It's gorgeous.
beautiful.
I thought so.
And it's
look at
funny because Miss Babs' booth, she didn't have her own booth this year. It was with Bliss. And Mom goes in there and the lady goes, "Hey, I know you."
Yeah, she said, "I know you." And I said, "Yes."
Bliss is a local.
Bliss is not too far from where I live. Well, probably a good 45-minute drive, but I've been down there 2 or 3 times. And, yeah, she knew who I was. And I got something there. Allie got something there.
Oh, I didn't get that. I didn't see that. See.
We got the Marigale from Spartacus Dyes did a special colorway for Bliss, and these are the exact same colorways. Mom's is just reskeined.
Oh.
I mean, as far as I know, I could be wrong.
Lower Broadway.
But they're both
Lower Broadway by day.
And she did another one that was Lower Broadway by night that sparkled. And I thought that was super cute.
I really wanted to look at them because I saw on Instagram that they had them. But when I went by there, you couldn't get in there.
Yeah.
No.
You could, I mean, because they had Miss Babs, you know?
It wasn't so bad yesterday when
I
we
didn't
went
think
there,
it was so bad either.
But, like I said, plucky and...
I was really surprised at how ridiculously busy it was on Friday. Because I kind of thought going on a Friday would be less busy than going on the weekend.
Because people would still be working, maybe?
Yeah, but
I mean,
I was so wrong.
That's why we weren't there Friday.
I was so
I love
wrong.
seeing them together, though.
I know.
That's awesome.
That's Spartacus Dyes. We love Marigale.
Mm-hmm.
I want to knit it now. This one, I think, is the only one that doesn't have a pattern plan. And it's just, I had to have it.
I don't have a pattern plan.
I mean,
either.
it'll most likely be socks, but, you know, when I get that sock knitting mojo back.
Mine's back.
I'm glad someone's is back.
I got to learn how to do that. I love my... Allie does socks for me.
She loves them.
I love them.
Your knitting rose.
My knitting rose?
Okay. Do you want to go first or me?
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I just pulled it out since that's what we were doing next.
We went to Knitting Rose because I've never bought anything from her, and she's a sponsor, or she's a vendor for Into the Wool. So I was like, well, I really want to get something. And she and I chatted. She's super nice.
Yes, she is.
She has so much nice stuff, and I just kept going and looking, and I kept going back to this one. It's her budding tracks yarn. It's a gradient. Let me get a little bit closer. There we go. Now you can see the colors. I almost didn't get it. Because I read the colorway name and I was like, that's ridiculous. It's Terminus. It's from the Walking Dead series. And I was like, I don't want a shawl knit out of the Walking Dead series yarn. But this is me.
Yeah.
It's very pretty.
And I asked her how the gradient would go. And she said it would be the purple, then the silver, and then the blue-gray.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, that's perfect. So I'm going to knit a shawl. I don't know what. But this is 10% bison down, 90% superwash merino, 400 yards. And sock fingering weight.
And mine is the same kind as Allie's. There you go, Miss Danielle.
That's pretty.
I thought it was
very
pretty.
long.
It's
I actually
Knitting Rose.
did not buy that the first time we were in there.
Back.
I bought cute little stitch markers. And then after we were done shopping and sitting at the table and we were looking at Allie's stuff, I said, I really wish I'd bought that brown and blue and cream. And so
I told her to think about it.
I came this close to buying the self-strapping sock yarn, which is this.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With this in a different color. And Dawn talked me down. She showed me that there was these.
I like that a lot.
I like that
I
a lot,
saw
too.
those there.
And so I got these because these would be good for a design because I'm working on some more stuff and I wanted to have something that could be for like a man sample and then for a woman sample. So this would be great for a guy. This is Bloom yarn, which is it's just superwash. It's May the Force be with you. I didn't realize it was May the Force be with
That's
you
funny.
until just now.
That's funny.
I don't know if the Bakery Bears watch this podcast, but it's Star Wars yarn.
And it's very pretty. Very nice grays.
Very nice grays. Aren't you proud of all the grays I bought?
Of course. When she showed pictures, I was like, this does not look like Daniela's yarn.
But when we have the retreat, because Lisa Knitting Rose is a vendor, I'm so having some of that yarn.
Good.
Good.
Good. And she and I might have talked about the
Yes.
she's doing a colorway. We might have talked a little bit.
Really?
Talk
You'll
a
have to
little
tell me
bit.
later.
I'll tell you a little bit.
She's a very nice person
She's
too.
so
She's
nice.
so
She
sweet.
really is.
I really I was gonna go back, but then I was like, nope, you'll buy something.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go and say bye, and I felt really rude by not doing it. But I was like, nope, it's too tempting. She has really nice stuff.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I hope you can't hear Tiger.
He's loud.
He's at the back door.
Poor cat. So hard to be a cat.
He's just so abused. I
I
mean,
know.
really. He has
Oh,
such
I
a
know.
hard life.
Oh, baby.
I want out the front door so I can come in the back door.
Yep.
Anyway, what have you got next?
We have two guys.
Two guys.
So
Two
you can do whatever
guys.
you
I
want.
got all kinds of guys.
Okay, you go first this time.
I go first this time?
That looks like I bought it.
I know, right?
Parts of it, yes.
This is from the Bachelor Collection. It's a single DK. This is the titanium colorway.
That is beautiful.
That is beautiful.
It's so pretty.
It's beautiful.
I mean, I hope it shows up good. It's beautiful.
I loved their booth.
And then this is also the single DK. This is Summer Solstice.
I love it. Are you going to knit those together?
I don't know. No, well, I was thinking this would be a bigger sample of
Mhm.
something, and then this would be a smaller sample of something.
I just wondered.
I was trying to kind of get. Well, I could knit it together. It all depends on how
What the design.
how it ends up going. I mean, it totally could. I did get it so it could,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm thinking right now probably not.
Mhm.
It might be a sample of the same thing, but like bigger, smaller version kind of thing.
That'd be cool.
And I got this one is Lady Slipper. It's their standard DK, which is Superwash BFL, and you guys know I love me some BFL.
That's
They
very
do
pretty
great.
too.
I'll tell you guys right now, they do great purples.
They have some, and look at all. Okay, this is one color, but look at all the depth in this color. I mean, look at, and then even this, you can see.
Even in the titanium.
that. Yes, even in the titanium, I mean, yes, it's like a silvery color, but there are so many different shades of that silvery white color in there.
It's beautiful.
It's redonkulous. It's beautiful, and they're so sweet. You guys need to go
So
shop
sweet.
with them.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was one of my favorite. Like talking to everybody,
Mhm.
it was just so much fun.
They were
You go
really
next.
Oh, you
so
should go.
nice.
Okay. Well, I made 2 trips there too. So my first stop,
I only stopped once, but I
Well,
stocked up.
you stocked up. I fell in love with this is his DK weight, and it is in the colorway Mr. Draper, and I absolutely love it.
It's pretty.
It is very pretty.
It's very mom. That blue
Yes,
gray.
that blue
Mhm.
gray. And then when we get done and we get to the table, and Allison had bought a skein of some.
We'll show both.
We'll
of ours
show
together.
both of them together.
I bought this when we first went through.
Yes.
And Mom went back to get one.
And I said, "Oh, I think I really want one of those too."
It is. You go ahead. Can you read it?
It's the Old Highway is the colorway.
Yeah, standard Tweety toes.
I just thought it was so pretty.
So it's fingering weight, 85% superwash BFL, 15% Donegal Neps. And he was joking with me. He was like, whenever you knit with it, now don't take the little pieces off. Because he's like, I did that some. And I laughed and I thought about it. I was like, I would totally do that, actually.
Yeah, because you could say, "Oh, what is that?"
I am going to knit Blight by Oblivious Knits out of this.
I haven't decided yet what I'm going
I
to.
had a different gray planned for that one, but it has nylon in it, and I was kind of nervous with a lace shawl and nylon that it might. I don't know. I was kind of worried about it, maybe it getting more stretchy.
Hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that might not actually be a thing, but I was just kind of worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be
But
gorgeous.
I like this better than that other gray. The other gray is beautiful, but this one, and he had a sample knit up in a shawl, and that's what sold me.
Did you see the gloves
Yes,
sample?
they were showing us
Yes.
the gloves.
Dawn bought the yarn for those.
Gorgeous.
She's going to knit those.
And then I also got this from the Bachelor Collection. So the single ply DK. Black Cocoa Cream.
Pretty.
Very pretty.
Very pretty.
This, I think, is what I'm going to use for the handbrake.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that'll be pretty.
Very
I
nice.
could use my blue for that.
It's DK, right? Or did I make that up? Okay.
No, yeah, yeah.
Well, after I said it, I was like...
My yarn is worsted. I mean, it doesn't...
Yeah, with DK and
really
worsted
matter.
especially, it's not as big of a deal, I feel
Yeah.
like. Especially, I get very similar gauge. I don't know if everyone else does, but I get very similar gauge.
I do too.
But I think that's what it's going to be. Because I want it here.
Yeah.
But I love it. And it's like you said, so it's that, like, the darker purple is like a purpley with like a black. And then, I don't even know. The light one, it's just so pretty. I can't wait to knit with it and show you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. It's very pretty.
Gorgeous.
Aside from Lydia, that's all I got. So I
I have
you now.
2 things.
I have...
3 things.
We meant to go there. Completely forgot.
We ended up going here first because after we left Plucky, we were like, whatever. Just because and he was, of course, so we went to Lost City Knits, and I don't know their names, like personal names, whatever, but it's a husband and wife, and he always has a kilt on.
Yeah.
And you know how Dawn feels
Yes.
about men in kilts and Outlander and stuff, so she was pleased.
Homegirl.
Homegirl was pleased.
Can't take it.
She can't take it. Woo! Anyway.
That poor guy.
And you didn't see that. She's like, she was behaved, but she was like, he's wearing a kilt. So
She's so sweet.
this is Potbellied Stove. It's 320 yards of their hard work in worsted. I thought that was great. 320 yards in a worsted. Because normally you get like, what, 220, maybe 250,
320. That's
320.
fantastic.
And it's and it's a gray.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just noticed the speckles on that one. I hadn't noticed it
so
yet.
I bought these two. This one is a fingering, but it's 560 yards of fingering. It's 100% merino. The color is tall grass prairie. And
That's
it's
good yardage.
Yeah. So
that's very
me. So I bought these two. And then I was about to go, and Donna paid, and then I paid, and we were going to go, walk out, and then we both saw yarn and had to go buy more. So, and I think this might have been a one-off, because they don't do speckles, and I think maybe it's like where the dye broke, which I love.
Oh, I love it too. You're about to see how much I love speckles.
This is Wild Violet.
I love that.
And this is a fingering, so these are the only fingering I bought.
Oh, good.
Except the House of Yarn one, but
that was your special.
Yeah, that was my treat. So, and I love the lavendery, but then with it's got blue blips in it. You see the blue blips in it?
Because she posted the pictures of what she got, and obviously the blue blips just didn't show.
Right.
And I didn't know when
subtle.
you took it out, I didn't notice either, and that's why I kind of was like, oh.
There's a little bit more here, so you can see a little bit more.
I can't wait to see that knit up.
I love it.
I love it too.
Love it lots.
Very nice.
So, I have one more thing. That doggone Instagram. This is
yeah, I kind of wish
Nashville Lights. It's Dragonfly Fibers, and she did this colorway especially for stitches.
And when I was showing up very well.
No, it's not. See if you can get it up there, and while you can read the tag while you get it up there.
Yeah,
it's black with all these different tonal colors.
I love Dragonfly Fibers. I didn't go in their booth because I have quite a bit of theirs. I actually knit for Christmas one year. We had gone to SAF, and I found a colorway called Norbert. My dad's name is Norbert.
Oh, fun.
And then I found a colorway named Maggie May, which is my mom's Maggie with my mom's nickname after the song kind of thing. And so I knit their Christmas presents out of the Dragonfly Fibers that was named after them.
This is nice.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know how to pronounce the base.
Genie.
Is it just Genie? Okay. There's a D in front of it, so I wasn't sure. 420 yards, 4.2 ounce skein, 80% superwash merino, 10% cashmere, 10% nylon. It's super nice. I kind of wish I got it now.
Yeah.
But it's like the black. It's called Nashville Lights, so, it's like the pops of neon, like the neon lights. It's gorgeous. Mom showed me the picture. I was like, oh, that's pretty. In the picture, it was just pretty. In person, it's like, dang.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I knew I had to have it as soon as I saw it on Instagram.
Didn't I abandon you there?
I think so. I think there was another booth that was calling Allison's name.
Was it this one?
I
abandoned you at Bliss for this one.
Yes, that was Bliss, but you went somewhere else for that.
Yeah, I abandoned you then too. I'm sorry.
And then, I will get to yarn. A woman that drinks coffee, you will appreciate this. You have to get you a mug.
Oh, yeah.
So I got me a new coffee mug. With an alpaca.
Be careful, Daniela.
It's cute.
Sorry.
And it's from Polly Studio. I love their mugs. I have 3 of them, and I bought one too, but it's in the dishwasher. These are dishwasher and microwave safe.
Awesome.
I got one that says knit fast, dye warm.
I like it.
Yeah, that's cute. I have one this color, but mine has a fatter bottom, and mine says knitologist on it.
I love that. I think that one's my favorite of the ones you have.
I have that one, and then I have one. It's purples and kind of a light blue, and it says got yarn.
She had some real cute ones. Allison and I, her sister, my daughter, got us a bag match for Christmas that says I knit so I don't kill people. She had a cup like that too. And I looked at it, but no.
That's cute.
I like the little alpaca.
I love the little alpaca.
They're beautiful. They do really gorgeous yarn bowls and different things. I mean, their work is nice.
She's kind of a semi-local girl.
Yeah.
She's not far from Bowling Green, Kentucky.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
For local for me, not for these two.
Yeah. I bought my first one when I went to the Kentucky Fiber Fest. That was my first introduction. And then the other mug I bought at SAF.
She said...
I didn't get a mug. I don't drink coffee.
She has a storefront now, too.
She helps we do a podcast called Caffeinated Knitting, and she doesn't drink coffee.
No, she doesn't.
No. Oh, well.
It's all right.
Can we move on?
Yes.
Yes.
Lydia Yarns. If you spent a certain amount of money, you got a tote bag.
Oh, man.
So Allison spent a certain
amount of money.
I may have placed an order in her Etsy shop yesterday.
I'm going to take them all out because I want to show a couple together. This is where I spent the most. I got 5 scans.
Hey, we got the same stuff. So the same.
Something you did.
I thought that whenever I saw yours. I went there. Oops. Oh, I thought you took my yarn. I was like, Mom. Come on. I went there and I just picked up stuff. I didn't look at prices. It was a complete surprise, and yeah, that was fun. Don't do that. Don't do that.
She donated some yarn, so she's a sponsor for the retreat now. We have, I think it's this one and this one on the fingering.
Awesome.
But I wanted to go to her yarn because I have some design ideas that I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a little break once these azzles are all done because, yeah, I need a little break. But that's what I'm gonna work on next, and I need speckled yarn for it, and she does a lot of speckled yarn.
Yes, she does.
I got these 2 to knit together.
That's very pretty.
Man, gorgeous.
Let me get closer. Show the colors, and then I'll tell you about it. Boop, 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 boop. Love it, love it, love it. This one is Forbidden Fruit. It's on her sock base, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 460 yards.
Nice.
She's in South Carolina, so she's not super far from us. We could just, go visit, maybe, sometime.
Wendy says we can't have her as a yarn BFF. She's hers.
Wendy! I will share.
Because she's really close to Wendy, so
I know,
if we
I'm jealous.
visit Lydia Yarns, we could see Wendy at the same time.
Oh, I want to do that now. Right now. This is Cupcake, and it's the same sock, superwash merino, nylon.
I think that's the one I ordered online yesterday.
I love it, and I love these together.
Yes.
It has the pops of this, pinky purple throughout.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll look really cool with one of the... Actually, it would look really cool with every design, so that's going to be the hard part, is picking which ones those will be. My next one, this one, is Springtime at the Parthenon. This was one of their Nashville colors. They had 2. I love this one. I love that big pop of green.
Mm-hmm.
I love that green.
Yeah.
I want to knit this right now. I have no clue what it wants to be though. But I want, like, I told Daniela yesterday, I think, that I'm going to have to hide on my Lydia yarn because it all wants to become stuff right now. And I don't have that energy or time right now. But it's gorgeous. This is her squishy base. 100% superwash merino, DK weight, 230 yards, 100 grams, in the punk colorway. She had another one similar to this that didn't have that huge gray.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost got it. Then I saw this huge gray part. I'm like, no, that's the one I want.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a hat.
Oh, that'll make a pretty hat.
I don't know what hat yet. I haven't. But it's going to be a hat. And this will probably be a hat, too.
It's funny because this one's going to be a hat, too.
This is Garden Party.
Twinsies.
And it's also the squishy base.
Mm-hmm.
DK weight, 100% superwash merino, 230 yards, 4-ply.
Yeah.
It's fabulous.
We didn't shop together, but
No.
we still bought the same stuff.
Yep. That's how you know that you're good knitting buddies, I think.
That's very pretty, too.
Yeah, and then
I looked at one like that in the fingering weight.
this is the same base, the squishy DK.
I like their squishy
This
DK.
one is snorkel.
Squish it.
So those are
Ooh,
the
I
only
do like
two that I bought, but I have 2 more colorways coming that I ordered online because I regretted not buying more.
Mom got this.
And this is
what
mine.
I want
I
to order
want
this online.
This is mine. It's her Glacier Bay gradient.
She had a lot of great. She had a
It's
pink.
a total of 1,150 yards, so I'm going to get 2 goodies out of this.
I almost bought that. I was looking everywhere for a gradient to knit my frazzled with,
Mhm.
but but everything I found was way too much yardage, and I wanted a gradient that would go the whole gradient
Yeah.
in the
Mhm.
shawl.
Yeah.
So I was sad.
I'm sorry.
Eventually.
Eventually, you'll find the perfect one.
Well, I think we're going to...
I'm going to help Mom. We're going to measure them out. We're going to split each one into 2 cakes before she even gets started.
Before I start.
And she's going to knit Gratitude by Oblivious Knits, which we need to talk about that
Yeah.
in a minute.
And that's what this was bought for.
And then we'll figure something else out for the other ones.
Well, this is my granddaughter's favorite colors. One of hers is turquoise, so I thought with the other half, I could do a Christmas gift.
That's a great idea.
But
If I had the brains to figure out that I could have just split these, I would have bought one and then just split it.
see, that's what I was thinking too. If we had gone there first, she would have taken my entire budget.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But she had a purple gradient and a gray gradient, and she and I were talking. She's super sweet.
Mm-hmm.
And she was saying that her gradients are true gradients. So she'll start with one color, and I want to say she said she would take color out.
That's what I thought she said too.
But to me, it seemed like it'd be easier to add more color. But whatever, I'm not a dyer. I don't know. But she would say she would take color out and then do the next skein, and then take more color out and then do the next skein. So it's a true.
You know, we should go together and order the gray one.
I like how you think.
Because we could both
we
get-
could split it.
Yeah, we could split it.
I like Mama's brain.
She has a good brain.
Mm-hmm.
Not all the time. But
Can you believe she only learned to knit in November? December, because
December.
she came to Fiber in the...
So yeah, it was November.
it was November.
It was because that's when
She
I
came to
joined.
the November Sock Club.
Yeah.
Yes.
And she's taken off just complete whole hog. It's awesome.
It's nice.
Well, I keep in the back of my mind. It's almost like, did somebody teach you some of this when you were young and you don't remember? Because sometimes, as I'm doing things, I feel like I've done them before, maybe a long time ago.
Mhm.
So I don't know, and I hate that I can't remember. But anyway, it's
You never
fun.
know.
I love it. My husband said he's so glad that he doesn't know all the prices. He doesn't know
No
the
paper-
money.
No paper trail.
No paper
No
trail.
paper trail.
But he is so thankful that I have a hobby that I enjoy. He keeps saying, I need a hobby. So, but it's
That's
fun.
great.
It's so fun. Plus, I get all my lovely people I've met and fall in love with.
It's fun.
The knitting community is very nice.
Very nice, very accepting, not
Yes.
judgmental. Just wonderful,
Yes.
wonderful, loving people.
They really are. It's great.
It is great.
So is that everyone's
Yes.
the end of it?
That's it.
All right, so let's do some real quick stuff because we're Almost at an hour and a half.
Wow.
Yeah.
The Neon Now Knitalong ends in like 4 days.
4 days.
I got to get to knitting.
April 30th.
April 30th. The Northbound Knitting Knitalong ends April 30th.
Mm-hmm.
The next Knitalong is going to start May 1st and go through June
30th.
30th. Thank you. Sorry. I don't know.
That's
off the
right.
top of my head. And that's going to be the Oblivious Knits Knit-Along. And that's
Yes.
why Mom got the gradient, because she knew that we were doing the Oblivious Knits Knit-Along. We meant to mention it last time, and it just slipped my mind.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. But, yeah. So all you'll do is just knit as many of her patterns as you want.
Yeah.
You can find them on Ravelry. We'll put a link up after the Northbound Knit
After the Northbound Knitting.
is done. Thank
Yeah.
you. I'm getting
Yeah.
tongue-tied now.
That's why I have my yarn for my sliver
Mm-hmm.
all caked up and ready to go.
I'm going to do a gratitude first. And then I got the Blight yarn because I would like to do Blight, but it's lace and it'll be my first time really doing like lace. So I want to take my time with it,
Yeah.
I think. I don't think I want to have to worry about getting it done.
I have a gratitude on the needles that I want to finish, and then I want to knit this sliver.
Yeah,
So
I got to finish.
it's 2 months, so I figured that's doable.
I got to finish
Mhm,
my
that's
whatever. It's almost done.
Well, I'll
And
have to
then
come to your
I'll do-
house so you can help me split mine to get started.
Or you can borrow my scale if you need to.
I got a scale.
Okay. Then you don't need me.
Okay. Sometimes I'm new and I feel like I do.
We'll do the prizes for Northbound Knitting and Neon April. I keep wanting to say Neon Now after that Plymouth yarn. Neon April. On our first May episode.
Yeah,
So that'll be
so in
full
2
of
weeks.
prizes.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think that's it.
Thank you, Mama, for joining us.
Yes,
Well,
thank you
for
very
having
much.
me.
That was fun. We wanted
It
her.
was fun.
We've been wanting her to come on, and we decided like forever ago that after Stitches, she would get to come
Yeah.
and share her goodies with everybody because that's the fun part.
It's funny because I kind of thought, so as a brand new knitter
Mm-hmm.
for Stitches, seasoned knitter for Stitches, and then I've done Stitches several times, I kind of was interested in the different perspectives, but we really kind of had the same
Mm-hmm.
Experience.
which I find kind of interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting to be like super overwhelmed, but they had the place laid out really nice. I thought I haven't been to another one, so I can't really compare it.
I thought it was like
The only time I got overwhelmed, and it was sensory overload, because that's really easy for me, especially when there's a lot of people, because I'm a homebody, I'm an introvert, I don't hang out with a lot of people, I don't like to be around a lot of people, so it was just me pushing myself a lot, and I think that's why I was just, I kind of just...
It was a little closer together than in Atlanta. The venue that they had when I went to Stitches in Atlanta, the room was bigger, so there was a little more room like in the aisles and stuff. And instead of having the little section of tables, like one whole side of
Gotcha.
the room was tables, and they were a little more spread out, and there was a lot more space like to sit
Just
and hang
hanging
out.
I will say that. There were quite a few tables, but I really expected there to be more.
they
Yeah.
could have actually used some more, I think,
Yeah.
because
Especially at lunch.
at lunchtime yesterday they really
Because
filled
we had
up.
a lot of people like join us for a little bit, then eat, then leave, then more people eat, and yeah.
And that happens, and that's one of the things I really enjoy about sitting in that section over there, because as people come and
Mm-hmm.
Anna Zilborg came and ate lunch with me one day. But it was very close together. It was more condensed than before,
Gotcha.
when I had gone before. But anyway.
It was nice though.
I
I'm
would-
glad they're going to do another one in Nashville.
Me too.
Yeah.
I wonder if it would have been better had they done longer tables instead of
those
round, those
ones?
huge round ones.
I don't know.
But I mean, I'm sure that's what they had.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, they had to use what the Gaylord
Yeah.
Center has, so.
I think they could have blocked off a little less for where they were selling the food back there and put
There was a lot of room.
there was a
back
lot of
there, yeah.
wasted space back there. They could have put 3-4 more tables in there.
They sure could have.
But I mean, this was their first year, so who knows next year?
Yeah.
It might be better laid out.
No
and-
complaints
No
really, because
complaints.
it was nice.
wonderful.
It was beautiful. We got to park at the mall, and I think we walked like half a mile.
Maybe.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
Maybe. I mean, yeah.
No.
And that way we got to park for free.
That's right.
That's right.
Instead of
And
$25.
Opryland Hotel is gorgeous.
Yes.
Yes, it was very beautiful.
I mean,
And it looked like everyone was having a good time. Because it was so cool when we first got there. We were like walking through the atrium. And there were just all these knitters everywhere just knitting. It was cool.
It was cool.
I love seeing that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Knitters in the wild.
I love seeing that. Oh, I saw one of my sock class students.
Oh, cool.
She was one of my problem children, but evidently has taken off. She says all she ever knits, she knits nothing but socks now, and she was wearing the Mystic Spiral socks she knit.
Awesome.
So I was like, wow, that's exciting.
That is exciting.
I was like, wow, it went. It sank in.
Yay!
Sometimes it takes a little while for it to sink
I
in.
know.
I think I want to take a class next year.
Gonna take.
Depending on what they have. I mean, I looked at the classes this year, and there were some that sounded interesting, but none that appealed to me right now. Like, they had some sweater classes that I was like, oh, I'd like to take those, but I haven't even tried knitting a sweater yet, and I don't think they were beginner. I think they were, like, more on seaming and things like that. I'm like, I think I need to practice just knitting a sweater before I learn how to seam stuff.
Well, we'll have to check classes out for next year.
Yeah.
This one wants to go to Midwest,
Yeah.
so we can go to Chicago.
I have never been to Chicago.
Me
I would
either.
really like to go, and I think Midwest might be fun.
That's a good excuse to go.
And it's not that bad of a drive.
Yeah.
And we could fly if we
We could.
started saving.
But I have a retreat coming up. I gotta save for
I
it
know.
first.
I know.
So, I think that's it.
That's why I'm playing with my phone, because I'm trying to go through things and make sure that for me to like really go through a list, I have to be doing something else, but not some like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I had to be finicky and fidgety, but I can't think of anything else.
All right, so
I'm trying. We forgot so much last time. Well, not really. We just forgot.
no,
We forgot the coupon code. And
Yeah, I did forget, but then I Instagrammed it
Yes.
to because I'm a goober. So
I forgot we had a code. So there
there
we go. I'm a bigger goober.
This is the Goober Show. Welcome. You can
Knitting
find
with
us, the blog you can find
Yes.
at www.caffeinatedknittingwithgert.and Allie.blogspot.com.
We're on Ravelry, Caffeinated Knitting.
Yeah, there's a group. Go check it out. It's
We
fun.
like it. It's been pretty talkative lately.
Yeah.
We have patterns.
Yes.
You like them?
If you're interested, you could knit some. That would make us happy.
I'm gonna have the 2 shawls out May 1st, so that will come out this week. The hat might come out this week as well.
Awesome.
I'm gonna let the test knitters finish because I really need help with the decreases because I'm not sure I wrote it down right. So, but soon.
Yeah, I'm working on Allie's hat, and then I'm going to finish my other cowl sample. I think the pattern's pretty much done, so
It
as soon as
looks
it gets
It's real
tested, I just need to add pictures and have it finished getting tested, and then it's ready to go. I really don't feel like it needs too much testing because it's the same as the hat, and
Mm-hmm.
you know, I know that. I mean, it's a 7-row repeat. It's like easy peasy, really.
It looks good.
It looks really good.
So
I have some graphite. I've got one cake, I guess it was, of graphite left.
speaking of balls and cake.
Cake yarn, not balled yarn.
Yes.
Our yarn is not missing hair.
It's nice. I'm going to try to get in the habit of saying my yarn is caked up rather than my yarn is bald because, and you know who you are,
We're looking at you.
somebody thought I was saying my yarn was bald, B-A-L-D, instead of B-A-L-L-E-D.
Adorable.
Adorable.
It is adorable.
Love
Very
it.
adorable.
So funny.
Love you bunches, but it was caked up.
But and I know a lot of people say caked and it looks like a cake, but it's called a ball winder.
Right.
So that's why I think bald.
And I know I have that southern accent, and I'm sorry.
We all got it.
We all got it.
Yeah. So, anyway, that made me laugh until I, like, cried. Thank you.
Love it.
Love it. Love it.
All right. Is that it, I guess?
Yep. We got
All right.
menfolk to go feed.
Yes, we're going to go eat lunch. Love you guys. See you in 2
Bye.
weeks.
Bye.
Bye.